Good morning, Britain. President Macron blames the British variant as he locks down France following a dramatic surge in COVID cases. As France shuts down, Wales opens up with a chance that pubs and restaurants could reopen indoors in time for the spring bank holiday. 3.8 million people in England and Wales get a taste of freedom today as they're told they no longer need to shield. And in sport, Scotland cruise through their World Cup qualifier, England leaves it late, and in the shock result of the night, Germany goes down to North Macedonia.
And after a few days of temperatures well above average for the time of year, it is back to cooler, perhaps colder conditions as we head into the Easter weekend. All those details and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Thursday, 1st of April 2021. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with BrEaKfAsT.
Good morning. It's 6 o'clock. We're with you all the way through until 9 with Charlotte and Ranveer here from 6:30. First, our top story. Well, a dramatic surge in COVID cases in France has led to a tough new lockdown. Well, time now to take a look at the weather with Alex. And Alex, listen, I need a refund on yesterday's forecast. Headed out on my paddleboard, south coast, expecting some sun, grey skies, flat, horrible.
Well, there was more cloud in what we were forecasting, admittedly. But where you headed, Richard, we were always going for a touch more cloud along the coast. So that's unfortunate. Having said that, we still actually got to 23.9 degrees Celsius. So very respectable and still way above average for the time of year. And I was out west, where it was actually very sunny in my back garden. As for the forecast, as we head into this Easter weekend, well, it's not looking too bad. It is going to be somewhat cooler, as you may have guessed. But today, it's not going to be too bad. Feeling cooler, as I say, but still some decent sunshine out there, if a little breezy out towards the North Sea coast. So a slight chill in the air, it has to be said. But if we take a look at the bigger picture as we head into the Easter weekend, you can see high pressure remains in control. The orange colour is showing that temperature at the moment is still on the warmer side. But you can see as we head through that weekend, that cooler air starts to push in from the north. Northerly wind develops, and also the ice walls come a little bit further, closer together rather. So it will be a little breezy at times as well. As for things here in now, well, out there at the moment, there is a bit of cloud cover certainly across the south and also out towards the east. But this will gradually break up as we head through the course of today. So most of us seeing some decent sunshine. Welcome news across Scotland out towards the far northwest, where they've seen quite a bit of rain over the last couple of days. Temperatures here around 12 degrees Celsius, probably looking at a high of, say, 20 degrees down towards the southwest of England, cooler elsewhere, but in some sunshine out of the breeze away from that North Sea coast, still feeling pretty pleasant. As we head into this evening and overnight, it's going to be another fairly fine one. It stays clear, and that will allow our nighttime temperatures to fall off fairly chilly. So possible that we could see a touch of frost here and there, particularly in some rural parts of the country. But as we head into tomorrow, it's another largely fine day, but temperatures will be a little cooler, perhaps highs of 11 or 12 in places tomorrow afternoon. Back to you, Richard.
Alex, thank you very much. Good morning. Britain is here all the way through until 9 o'clock with Charlotte and Ranveer here in the studio from 6:30. Coming up next, well, new body camera footage is shown in the trial of ex-officer Derek Chauvin, who's accused of killing George Floyd. We'll be speaking to our North America correspondent Noel Phillips, who's been following the story, in just a few minutes. And we've had Love Island, now get ready for Dove Island. Richard's here shortly with ITV's new reality show with a twist. First though, time to get the news, travel and weather where you are. Well, let's take a look at the front pages and the independent.
For the weather in detail where you are, go to itv.com/weather.
Good morning, Britain. A strict national lockdown is imposed on France as President Emmanuel Macron warns the numbers are charging away from us.
Meghan Markle's unauthorised biographer says she's considering running for President of the United States. So what kind of leader would she make? Tom Bauer joins us after 7.
As does Jamie Redknapp, still slightly in shock after discovering his ancestor was behind one of the biggest bank robberies ever.
And after 8, Joe Pasquale tells us whether it might have been a mistake to tell the chasers to do their worst when he appeared on the show.
Thursday, 1st of April 2021. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Charlotte Hawkins and Ranveer Singh.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to the programme. It's just gone 6:30. Welcome to the programme. The Chief is in the building.
Oh.
We're all...
Good to have you here,
Good to have you.
Well, it's lovely to be in. Thank you very much.
Nice to be warm.
Yeah, it's nice to actually see people.
And dry.
You know, not just look down the camera from some far-flung place.
Yes, exactly. Westminster's a bit lonely this morning without either of us there.
It's been pretty lonely for the last year or so. There's hardly anyone around.
No. Well, today, though, shielding
There'll be more
ends.
people around.
Right, still to come. We've got the former footballer Jamie Redknapp and the comedian Joe Pasquale, who is the dad of Joe Tracini. I love him on the internet. He does all these brilliant dances. That is Joe Pasquale's son. I didn't even realise. He'll be joining us shortly. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.
Stay with us.
Right, welcome back. Time now for the competition. Andy is live with us this morning with a chance to win a mini £50,000 holiday money for when you can spend it eventually. Look at you looking very patriotic this morning.
Morning, Andy.
But now here's Alex.
Wow, everyone! It's lightning! Proud sponsors of Good Morning Britain National Weather. Boxed boilers.
Hello, a very good morning to you. It is going to be a largely fine day, but before we get into the details for today, let's take a quick look at the forecast. And as you can see, high pressure stays in control as we head into the Easter weekend. So largely dry conditions, but you can see the orange colours being pushed out by colder air coming in from the north. So we're going to see a drop in temperature as we head through the course of this Easter weekend. Back to today, feeling a fair bit cool in comparison to the last couple of days, but still some decent sunny spells, breezy conditions as well, particularly out towards the North Sea coast. On the satellite and radar picture, probably not showing up as much cloud as we have around at the moment, but there's certainly some out towards eastern areas. But you'll be glad to hear as we head through today, that's really going to break up. So increasing amounts of sunshine, actually. So a pretty decent day. A marked improvement across the far north and northwest, actually, where we've had a good deal of rain over the last few days, but here, dry, bright conditions. Temperatures cooler in the north, in the south, maybe highs of 20 out towards the southwest in particular. That's your forecast.
For the weather in detail where you are, go to itv.com/weather.
Thursday, 1st of April 2021. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Charlotte Hawkins and Ranveer Singh.
Good morning, Britain. It's just gone 7 o'clock.
Our main news, a dramatic surge in COVID cases in France has led to a tough new lockdown.
Still ahead on Good Morning Britain, we're going to be joined by Jamie Redknapp as he encourages young people to get involved with football. Also, we'll ask him about last night's games, of course.
Let's get the news, travel and weather where you are.
See you in a moment. We are talking about April Fool's Day today, so do get in touch if you've got any good ones, because I think we can all remember. Do you remember the spaghetti tree as well? That was...
Which one's that?
That was that famous one, wasn't it?
Years ago.
Yeah,
yes.
Still to come, we have the comedian Joe Pasquale on the comeback of his version of the lovable Frank Spencer. He joins us live after 8. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.
Hello again. Time to look at the competition. Andy's lounging around as usual, but he's got a big prize. Good morning to Andy. You enjoying yourself this morning?
I'm loving it. I am at dinner by Heston Blumenthal, which is a Michelin-starred restaurant in central London.
Still ahead on Good Morning Britain. He is believed to be one of the most tortured men at Guantanamo Bay prison. It's Mohamedou Ould Slahi. He spent 14 years behind bars without ever being convicted of a crime. Well, now his incredible story's been turned into a film, and he joins us live next.
Now let's get the news, travel and weather where you are.
See you shortly. Hello again. Now, he's widely believed to have been the most tortured man in Guantanamo Bay prison. This morning, as it's reported, Boris Johnson's most senior black advisor has resigned. We will be joined by the Skills Minister, Gillian Keegan, next. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.
Right, competition time now. Andy's live with the chance to win a mini £50,000 and holiday money. Do you have another foodie element to this?
Another extraordinary item to eat.
We do, yes, of course, of course.
Yeah,
So
it's a great comedy. If you want to come and have a laugh, it's a one-act play. It's an hour and 20 minutes, and with a great actor.
Thank
We'll
you.
be there. Looking
Give our
forward
love
to
to your
it.
lovely son too.
Thanks
Thank
so
you
much,
so
Jane.
much.
Thank you.
Good Morning Britain is back tomorrow. Lorraine, I know you're a big fan of Joe and his son.